Of course, you might have heard that a Louisiana immigration judge says Mahmoud Khalil can be deported. Now, Mahmoud Khalil is a Columbia graduate and a legal permanent resident. They say that he can be deported after the United States government argued his presence posed, quote, potentially serious foreign policy consequences, which, very vague and could probably be used to push just about anybody out of the country if this becomes any sort of standard here. Now, it includes a memo from Secretary of State Marco Rubio alleging Khalil is deportable because of his, quote, beliefs, statements, or associations that would compromise U.S. foreign policy interests. Khalil's attorney said the judge's decision was solely based on Rubio's memo, which contained no allegations of criminal activity and was a violation of the graduate's constitutional right to free speech that sets a harmful precedent. Despite the government's failure to prove that Mahmoud broke any law, the court has decided that lawful permanent residents can have their status revoked for pro-Palestine advocacy. Khalil's legal team said at a press conference following the hearing, this is a blatant violation of the First Amendment and a dangerous precedent for anyone who believes in free speech and political expression. Now, a removability finding in immigration court means the judge has determined that the individual is subject to removal from the United States due to a violation of immigration law or a lack of legal immigration status. Khalil's attorneys are expected to appeal the ruling. Now, as you know, Khalil was arrested last month by federal agents in plain clothes outside his apartment on the campus of Columbia University following a deportation order from the Trump administration. He's married to a U.S. citizen, a prominent Palestinian activist who played a central role in protests against Israel's genocide in Gaza on his Ivy League campus last year. Now, they're saying that he's being targeted because of his pro-Palestinian activism, and that the court, that Khalil has told the court that he hasn't been granted due process rights and fundamental fairness. Neither of these principles were present today or this whole process. This is exactly why the Trump administration has sent me to this court 1,000 miles away from his family. Yeah, it was a very deliberate thing where they were like, hey, this is probably not, the charges won't go through if we try him in New York, but if we fly him all the way to Louisiana and throw him in a private-run prison and you get a Republican judge here that's going to vote in Trump's favor,